Hey everybody, thanks so much for being here tonight. I'm really excited to share these new titles with you. They are awesome. And there are so many of them, just because there are so many different age groups that you guys are posting that you'd like to see. I'd love to show you as many as I can, but I don't want to keep you here forever. So I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible, just because there are several that I do want to dive in and show you. So I'm going to try and keep this to less than 10 minutes. And we're just going to take a peek at some of the new titles here, and feel free to post questions. I'll be checking the comments thread under the video, so if you have questions about a particular title, feel free to ask and I will answer them to the best of my ability. But I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in since we have lots of books to look at. Alrighty, here's our pile of new titles that we're going to speed through here super quick. We're going to start with one of our new board book series. This is Colorful World. This one's the mountain one, but there's Colorful World Forest and a couple other ones as well. In this one you can see Find What's Different, so it's focusing on what the difference is in this picture. So here, are they all eagles? You can see, why no, that's a vulture. So it's kind of fun because it has unique things on here. It's not overwhelming for our youngest readers, and they can start to learn differences and spotting differences on the different pages. So again, super great little book to have handy. We're going to move to a storybook. This is Billy B. I don't know if you're familiar with the chapter books, but we have Hey Jack and Billy B chapter books for beginning chapter books. But this is Billy and Jack when they're in preschool. My daughter absolutely loves these stories, and Billy uses her imagination in these stories, and they go on all these fun adventures, and you can see all the bright, colorful illustrations here. So just super engaging for little ones, for a nice little bedtime story. And we've got a bakery adventure in Wild Jungle are the new ones. There's 4 total, but these are the new ones. Shh, My Brother's Napping is one of my new favorites as well. This I like because our youngest readers can actually touch and feel this. It's got nice thick pages that are not rippable, and it's encouraging them to be quiet when other people are sleeping and why that's important. And it's got a nice little rhyming text that goes with it. And you can see throughout the story that he does some things that can be noisy and some things that are quiet, like reading or painting. So it's just a super cute story about a little guy and his brother and staying quiet while they're napping. Counting Through the Day is similar in the sense that it also has nice thick pages that little readers can touch and feel. And this is going through numbers. This is a sister book to B is for Bedtime, if you have that or are familiar with that one. And this is going through the toddler's day with numbers. And it's cool because she uses things that they might see during their day. So it's very relatable for toddlers. That's not crazy number things that they wouldn't understand. And it does touch on hundreds and thousands and millions, which is really neat too, so that little kids can start to get those concepts. We are going to move right over here to some of our interactive storybooks. We've got Beauty and the Beast, which is part of our Peek Inside series. This is Peek Inside a Fairy Tale, and just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it's got, you can see here, the little laser cut images, and it does have flaps in it too, but it's a great little retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Simple, fun, and interactive for young readers. And then, I mean, I enjoy this even as an adult just because it's so pretty to look at, and a lot of little cutouts and things to keep. And you can see on the page too, it's got little holes and stars cut out in here too. So just really pretty retelling of the Beauty and the Beast story. How Do I See is for our curious little friends who have lots of questions. And you can see this is our first question and answer. So we have questions and answer series, but this is for our younger readers. Whereas the other one's a little more, there's more on each page, so there's a little more going on, and this is simpler for the younger minds. But this is going to go through the senses, so we're talking about seeing, and you can see not only does it talk about humans, but it's talking about animals too. How do owls see in the dark? They have really huge eyes, and then it says they can let light in even when it seems dark to us. So it's not just talking about humans, it's talking about animals, it's talking about hearing, smelling, it's talking about the elephant's trunk because it has a different nose than us, tasting, feeling, and then senses in general. And this is nice, interactive. Like I said, they're multi-senses, so they're going to remember a lot of this information because they're flaps and they can touch and feel while they're reading and looking at that.
Lift the Flap First Math, similar concept in the sense that multi-senses, they're going to learn the math concepts a little easier at a younger age because they can touch and feel. But again, lots of bright colors, not overwhelming while they're starting to learn new topics and new things. And this goes along with our Lift the Flap series. We have lots of different books that are our Lift the Flap series. And it goes here with the adding. Alright, and then we've got 2 new Shine a Light books. This one is Secrets of the Earth, and then we've also got Wonders of the USA. If you are not familiar with our Shine a Light books, I will show you super quick what those look like. Just grab a little flashlight. I'll turn this one on. And then you shine the light under the page. And you can actually see what's going on there. And each page is like that. You're going to shine the light under each page. And here, you can't see it super well just because it's light in this room, but you can see the rooms in the White House. And then each page is like that. And this is going through different monuments and things that you would find in the U.S., which is really cool. And then we've got Secrets of the Earth, which talks about the Earth, and it's got like volcanoes, and you can kind of see inside the volcanoes and the oceans and the sun, and just really neat how they do that, and gives kids a great way to understand that's interactive and still getting some of that nonfiction information. Above and Below is one of our giveaway books, and we're just going to show that super quick here. This has a lot of nonfiction information as well, but also hands-on. So you can see here we're talking about the ocean. It tells you kind of what's in the ocean here, and then these pages all have half pages. You flip it, and you can see under the ocean here, and it's talking about all the things that are under the ocean. And each page is like that. So we're talking about the rainforest, and this one's the top. So you're going to talk about what's above in the rainforest canopy. And each one is like that. So it's super fun that they can actually see above and below. And these are nice, thick, papery pages. And great illustrations, lots of information packed into that one. Town and Country is one of our new ones. This is a turnaround book, so I'm going to show you what I mean by that. This has kind of glossy pages in it. And this tells you how the book works right here. I'm going to show you. You've got your country animals on this side listed here. You're going to find them, search and find in this page. And then on this side, you flip it around and you've got your town animals, again, listed, and you search for them in here. Some of these are going to be the same. Some of them are going to be different. So seeing what your kids pick up on that's different and the same is fun. And then, I mean, you could have one child, if you have multiple siblings, you could have one sitting there and one here looking at them, so they could look at it at the same time. But comparing, contrasting, looking at the different things, this is a super fun interactive book that kind of takes search and find to a whole new level. Our big keyboard book is another fun one. It does have an on-off switch for parents, so you save the battery or if you don't want to listen to it anymore. But it's got lots of fun songs in here. And the cool thing about this is you do this 2 hands. So your right hand is the squares, your left hand is the circles, and then same right and left. And you can actually do 2 notes at one time too, which is really fun. So like here we've got orange and purple, and you make chords, which is really cool. So they're learning chords, they're learning how to play music based on colors and shapes, and it's just a great way to interact with that and start with some music. All right, I'm gonna touch on our chapter book. We have a new chapter book series. This is Fizz, the police dog, and he goes on adventures. We've got 4 different chapter books, and you can see the text in here. It's a little bit older than the beginning readers, but it's got a lot of illustrations in here, so it's super easy to read and not overwhelming, and lots of fun adventures, great for boys and girls. And we have 4 books in that series. And then Lily the Elf is a brand new series as well, 4 books in the series of 2, and I feel like it's along the lines of Billy B. Brown. It's a little bit easier, so more of a beginning chapter book, and large font, so they're not getting overwhelmed, and there's still pictures throughout the book, easy chapters, so again, super fun one to read. We're moving on to our activity books here super quick, and we've got our patterns book, and this is really cool. It's foil art, so if you open it up here, it comes with foil sheets, and it's got these cards, or you can make frames, and it tells you how to do it, but you can take off it's sticky, so then you rub the foil on there and peel it off, and it's like no mess, super easy, fun craft that you could do yourself, or you could do it with your kids, but you can see they make super fun pieces of art with that. 100 Things to Do on a Car Trip. You can see lots of different activities in here. Great book to have in your bag for waiting rooms, restaurants, the car, lots of different options, but super easy, fun book to have with you. One of our giveaways as well, 100 Birds to Fold and Fly. If you didn't know, we have paper airplane books, and now we have 100 birds that you can fold and fly. It tells you right here the different ways that you can fold them, and then this is all full of different pattern pages that you can tear off and to make your birds, which is really neat. So super fun. We've got our Fairy Gardens, which is a magic painting book, and you just get the pen wet and paint on there, and it makes a bunch of different colors, and it does have this nice page here that you can put behind the paper that you're doing. That way it doesn't bleed into the next paper, but it'll change different colors just with water. Super fun. And then Literary Quotes is one of our giveaways as well. This one has all the quotes in here, and then you can color it in nice thick pages. They rip out, so you could give it to somebody, you could hang it on the wall, and then also down here it tells you all about who said the quote and a little bit about them, which is nice too. Little history with that as well. So those are our new titles. I hope you enjoyed checking them out. Stay tuned for some more fun coming up.